Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood tech guy here, back again looking at more of the tools for Whiteboard.chat. Today we are going to focus specifically on the wrench here in the third section, and that is because you'll notice when we click on the tools, there are a lot of options that we can choose from. Typical ones like your line, where you can make straight lines and put it right onto your board. We can do arrows, which is typically your straight line, just has the arrow at the end. We can put shapes onto here. We can do circles, rectangles. The polygon one here, you actually will determine the amount of sides that you want. So let's do a hexagon. I'm going to hit set. And you'll see it creates one, and we can put it anywhere onto the whiteboard that we need it. Come back to our tools again. We can select and crop any of the pictures that are on here. We can put any color post-it note right onto our whiteboards. We can put text on there. We can duplicate anything on here. Inserting hyperlinks. We can even put a dice right onto our board. And we can add up to 3. No more dice now rolling across your room or worrying about losing any of the dice that you may have had to start with. Let's go ahead and hide the dice now. Okay. See, we can also add YouTube videos directly onto it, websites directly onto it. We can use a compass to make sure that our circles are drawn perfect with the correct degree. We can include equations and write math problems directly on here. We also have pointers to highlight or draw attention to something that is really important that we want our kiddos to see. Student signals. Our kiddos can even tell you if they need you to slow down by clicking on the stoplight or giving you a thumbs up that they have it and they're ready to move on. Calculators. We can include a basic one or a graphing calculator. The tile factory here, we can actually create our own manipulatives and put them right onto the whiteboard. So you'll see we have tile, color, and font color. Well, we just want to start with, let's make our vowels red. So A, comma, red, and then we'll do B, C, D, and then E. E is a vowel, so we're going to do E, comma, red. We want the kiddos to be able to move them on their whiteboard that they see, so we're going to head and hit create. And you'll see our tiles popped up right onto the board. We can move them, we can add animation to them, and the kiddos are able to create their own words by dragging down and putting them where they need to be. We can embed forms right on here. So just like Google Forms, we can create our own. It will give you the same information as a Google form, who answered what question and what the percentage was for the answer that was picked. We can insert tables right on here. So we can insert a table and label it and then have the kiddos move the letters to the correct column depending on the age and what you're doing with your students at the time. We can include text boxes and put that directly onto the whiteboard itself. Our kiddos here can even write code directly onto the whiteboard and actually have it run. This I would probably recommend for the older ones, end of middle school, maybe even high school. We can put musical instruments on here. So we can put a piano or a xylophone right onto the whiteboard that is interactive for the kiddos. And then we can even put a Ragnarok on there, which always reminded me kind of like an old school abacus that the kids can move over the number that they need and it's easy just to reset, just like that. So you can see that the opportunities for our kids to create and demonstrate their understanding just with this list of tools alone is extraordinary. So I would recommend take some time, mess around with it, play with it, and make sure you are selecting the right tools for the job that you want your kiddos to do. Thank you so much. I hope this helps, and I will see you next time.